So here are some questions you might be asking. Why do the banks get to make money out of thin air and make hundreds of billions in profit on things like schools, roads, bridges, home loans, student loans, and wars? And why do private companies and individuals control our monetary system in the first place? Well, it wasn't always like this. In fact, 8 times in the history of the United States, our banking system has gone back and forth from private control, like it is now, to what's called a public nonprofit banking system. In fact, in North Dakota, they've had a state bank for over 90 years now, the Bank of North Dakota. How does it work? Here's a simplified explanation on a state level. Right now, you might think that our taxes go into the Treasury, which is the bank for the state, and from there we pay for public projects like schools, roads, bridges, and parks. More often than not, what really happens is this. We borrow the money for these projects from for-profit banks and then pay back for these projects over time with interest. Now, if the banks make this money out of thin air, why don't we just do this ourselves and save hundreds of billions, trillions actually, in interest? Well, we can by owning the bank, like they do in North Dakota, and the way it has worked in our country several times throughout our history. It's like having a 0% credit card. With a public bank, it works more like this. We borrow money for these public projects from our public bank. With this system, some interest is paid, but the profits go back into the Treasury. The people who run the bank are paid reasonable living wage salaries, not tens of millions of dollars or more. Is this socialist? No, not at all. Think of our monetary system as financial infrastructure. It belongs to the public sector, like our water systems and sewer systems and public lands. The power to create money should not belong to private interests who abuse this system and are draining our economy. Is this some crazy theoretical way of running a monetary system? No. In fact, 40% of the world have public nonprofit banking systems. North Dakota has been doing this for over 90 years. And take a look at this. Over 20 states are looking at putting in public banks. Here's a map of different states considering this right now. Also, the city of San Francisco is looking at doing this. See, you don't have to have a public bank on a state level. It could be on a city or county level as well. This is a movement that is already happening and you can help. It's easy. Oh, who else thinks this is a good idea? How about Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, Ron Paul? Basically, anyone who isn't profiting billions on making money out of thin air. The estimated savings of having a non-profit public banking system in the U.S. is well over $1 trillion a year. Now think about this. Think about your home loan, car loan, student loan, business loans at 2% or less. That will save you a lot of money. With the savings from a public bank alone, we can have these low interest rates and eliminate taxes. In fact, in Florida, they're considering this. The bank would pay 5% interest on deposits, charge 6% interest on credit cards, and 3 to 4% on commercial and vehicle loans. That would cover all of the expenses of the state. Yes, the savings are staggering. Here's what we suggest. Inform yourself on this issue. You already have by watching these videos, and look below for a couple more key clips that will help you fully understand how powerful taking back our monetary system is. $1 trillion a year is a lot of money to save, and that's just the beginning. How do we make this happen? Let your friends and family know about these videos. You alone knowing this won't be nearly as powerful as a large number of people knowing that we need this change to happen now. Sign up on our mailing list so we can keep you up to date on this and other important issues. And look at our solutions list. Act now. This list is an excellent set of suggestions. Oh, and this is only part of the problem. Stay tuned. Remember, you are the solution.